Hey guys, welcome back to another episode, and today we're going to take a look at my most eagerly anticipated release of the entire year, hands down. It is the Dawn of the Dead 4K limited edition box set, put out by Second Sight, and it's exclusive. It's a UK release, so there is some region locking included with this, but we'll talk about that when we get to it. But first, look at that artwork, guys. The iconic Dawn of the Dead artwork. Amazing. On the back, all the contents that is included with this set. There's a lot there. A lot. Flip this over. And this is a heavy duty box set. This is very, very durable, very sturdy. And the back, the iconic phrase from the film. Now let's pop off the top here and see our contents inside quite a bit. So first, let's take a look at, and first, when I pre-ordered this set back in June. So it has been a long time coming to receive this. And the one thing I did, because I know when this set started showing up to other reviewers, I stayed away from it. Did not want to see anything, any videos about this set. I wanted to be surprised. I stayed away from promotional pictures of this set because I did not want to know what was included. I wanted to be so surprised with this, and I was. One of the surprises in the set, in book form, it is the film. This is going to be a great read, without a doubt. Great artwork on the cover. Really, really nice inclusion with this set. Also, we have, now this is the book included with this. When I opened this up and I saw if this was in here, yeah. Hardcover, Dissecting the Dead. This is all about the film, the restoration of the film, and there is some amazing artwork in this. And I want to show you guys this one right here. Look at that. That is beautiful. I would love to have that in poster form. That is just too nice. I can't even do justice in trying to describe it. That's how nice this picture is. But also included, we have some, some artwork, some of the posters that were advertised in the film. Great shot of Flyboy here. Dawn of the Dead poster. Also, by its international name of Zombie. So international posters. Also, we have, when I was going through this, I was looking at it. Yes, just some merchandise. Flyboy, once again, a nice bust here. Would like to have that in the collection. But yeah, guys, there's just a lot of information in this book. This is great. And there's the back, one page, just talking about the restoration of the film. So both those books included nice additions. Great job, Second Sight. I like seeing that kind of stuff included with these sets. Now, let's get to the films. Now, let's see. Is this the one? Now, we have two of these in the set. I believe that this one in my hand is the one with the films. It flips open. Yes, we have the theatrical cut, 4K theatrical cut. We have the 4K cans, extended cans cut of the film. That's the one I watched earlier tonight. That runs about 2 hours and 19 minutes. We have the Argento cut. And now this is where the region locking comes in. This is the Blu-ray. Now the Blu-ray, these are all special features, different documentaries about the film. This is region locked. So unless you have a region-free player, you're not going to be able to play this on your US Blu-ray or 4K player. Now all the films here, they're 4Ks. 4Ks are region-free. So if you have a 4K, so these, no problem. They'll play on any 4K player in the world without a problem. But eventually down the line, I would like to get a region-free Blu-ray player, so then I'll be able to check out that Blu-ray. Also included, now, these are all audio discs. You'll have no problem. There's no region locking with audio discs. So we have the soundtrack for the film, done by Goblin. Also have these other two discs here, this one and this one. They say a De Wolf Library compilation, part 1 and part 2, and they're their sounds. Not so much the sound, like the musical soundtrack of the film, but there are other sounds that are within the film, like little bits and pieces. And I did pop one in. I checked it out. Just interesting, just different things that are included with the film. I did pop in the Goblin soundtrack because Goblin, Suspiria soundtrack. This soundtrack, Goblin is synonymous with some of the great horror films. Their soundtrack, when in the 70s, just great stuff. So those are the discs, guys. And how does the film look? Because that's what we're here for. That's what we want to know. How does it look? It looks good. There is some graininess that I was hoping was not going to be apparent in the film, but there is some graininess in certain scenes, mostly in the front, in the beginning of the film. Halfway through, it's pretty smooth sailing from there. The picture seems to get better as the film goes on, but still, even in the beginning, it's not bad. I just expected a little bit more, being a 4K disc and with the restoration. But still, it still looks really good. Is it a step up from the Blu-ray that came out, previously, 10 or 12 years ago, that's now out of print? A little bit. It's a little bit of an upgrade. I don't really see the 4K visuals pop with this film. And again, it's an older film, so you might not necessarily see the 4K pop out, but it's a little bit of an upgrade over the Blu-ray. It's not going to be mind-blowingly apparent that this is a 4K to a Blu-ray. You could watch it and think, oh, it's just a Blu-ray. It's not going to be that visually stunning. But it does look good, and it sounds great too. The audio in this sounds amazing. So the visuals are good, the audio is good. It's a good set. Again, that original Blu-ray is out of print. It goes for quite a bit of money. And, if you have a 4K player and you want to get this film, it's still available through certain sites. Definitely pick it up. It's this is an incredible set. One thing to be aware of, that because a friend of mine actually got this set as well. He got his a few weeks ago. Mine was just lost in transit, so it was a little bit. He got his from a different site than when I got mine. But with his, he told me he has an Xbox One. Put the disc in to watch the movie, and the mouths were not syncing up. And that could just be a complete killer when you're trying to watch a movie. It makes it almost pretty much unwatchable when that kind of stuff happens. Now, when he told me that, the one thing that did come to mind is, in the past, I have an Xbox as well. And I have encountered the same situation with films where mouths were not matching up, not syncing up, and as well as just scenes being sped up, moving faster than what they should. Now, a few days after finding that out, or experiencing that, he went up, I mentioned to him, he actually went out and picked up an LG 4K Blu-ray player. He had no problems, no issues. The issues were corrected. So it looked like it might just be an Xbox problem, or an isolated incident, depending on the Xbox. Who knows? Because I kind of experienced it with my Xbox, with this set, with the cans cut of the film, but it wasn't too bad. But it was there a little bit. But I also have that same 4K player, because when he told me he picked up the LG, I went out and I got the same exact 4K player. So I watched the cans cut, fully through that player, and there was no issues. Like I said, a little grainy, but smooth in other scenes. But guys, this is just one of those sets that I have just been waiting so long to get. As soon as they announced that this was, available for pre-order, I sold my Blu-ray of this. I had to go. I wanted to pay for some of how much this was going to cost. But I'm happy. I really, I couldn't have asked, for more. Would I have liked to have seen the Blu-ray be a region-free Blu-ray? Yeah, that would have been nice. But again, there's so many films that are, put out in the UK that don't get a US release here, that, at some point I think I probably will invest in a region-free player. But again, I am just over the moon with how this looks, how this came out. I'm happy with how the films look too. I'm not disappointed. Would I like to, like I said, would I like to have seen the 4K pop a little bit more? Yes. But considering the age of the film, I'm not going to complain, too much. If this was a higher budget film when it was made, the negatives and, it might have been a lot easier to clean all those negatives up to make a more popping 4K presentation. But considering that this was not a big budget film, yeah, I think it looks good. I'm perfectly happy with how this film came out, how the restoration came out. And I'm just happy to have it in this set with all the different versions of the film. And also with the inclusion of the books. The books just put it right over the top for me. I really, really like it a lot. But guys, I mean, the one more thing that I gotta say is, George Romero gave us how our traditional look of zombies are today. If it wasn't for George Romero, there'd be no Walking Dead, and who knows how zombies would look. I mean, you would not get the traditional look that we've all come to know without George Romero. And for that, all I can say is thank you so much, George Romero, for creating films like this and Night of the Living Dead and Day of the Dead, and so on. Yeah, I mean, rest in peace, George. You just made an incredible film. A perfect 10 out of 10. It's the Citizen Kane of zombie films. It is absolutely fantastic. I love this movie. This is easily in my top five films of all time. I don't even have to think twice about that. Yeah, guys, please, if you get a chance, please go out, and if you do want to pick this up, if you have a 4K player, if you want to pick it up, please do so. I actually had a chance to do some emails, talk to Second Sight. Really, really nice people with that company. Quick responses, very, very friendly. I had mentioned them that I had a YouTube channel, and they were like, we'll check it out, and all this. They were very, very pleasant and very, very friendly. So, that's another reason to support this company, doing great things like this. So, guys, take care. Have a great night. Watch out for those zombies. I'll catch you later.